There seems to be an infinite number of these currencies and platforms for you to spend your money on, despite the fact that we have covered a plethora of different topics. Each of them accomplishes something somewhat different, but they all claim to be the newest, wildest answer to the scalability problem. The Polkadot, on the other hand, stands out as something really unique. They want to be the first solution with no layers. In a minute, we'll go through what that means. Hello everyone, welcome to Wealthy Wisdom. In this video, we're going to talk about the Polkadot Parachain Auction Explained 2022. If you're new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. After explaining what Polkadot is and how it hopes to handle the primary problem of blockchains talking with one another, we'll move into the tokenomics of the dot currency and what it means for the future price of cryptocurrencies. The emphasis that is often put on names may seem unusual. In reality, the term Polkadot blockchain may help beginners comprehend what the technology is all about. You've probably guessed where this is going. The cloth pattern, which has a white background and random dots on it, is a good place to start when imagining this project. This is due to the fact that Bitcoin is presently not particularly user-friendly. Several of these competing projects are working separately on comparable blockchains to attain similar goals. In essence, each of these blockchains may be seen as a single dot, but this is merely the beginning. Imagine you have a huge field of polka dots, but you can draw lines between them and start linking them. This is why polka dots are crucial. They enable us to connect all of these links. Each dot would represent a different blockchain, and linking them all with lines would connect all of these different projects. You may be wondering what problem this really addresses at this stage. Well, one of the big challenges we continuously see in the crypto industry is a lack of what they refer to as interoperability. This was a problem with early personal computers before the internet. Blockchains are drifting about like stars in space, with no meaningful way to connect with one another. In our example, Polkadot is simply a way of simplifying the establishment and linking of blockchains. People fully embraced computers in our scenario when they could send and receive data between two separate machines. Polkadot is betting that blockchains will have the same consequence, even while Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, and the other main networks are all fantastic in their own right. They must all work together. We are currently on the Polkadot blockchain, which performs a layer 0 function. Consider it a neighborhood. We have our own mini crypto community with all of our blockchains. Individual blockchains are analogs to individual homes. However, how are these homes linked together so that they all have access to roads, water, and electricity? DOT intends to go far further than just overlaying several blockchains and giving a simple way of connecting them all. This Layer 0 foundation is meant to make it easier to make and use blockchains. So we have a rough notion of how it works now. How does Polkadot work exactly? Polkadot is, at its heart, a proof-of-stake blockchain that links other blockchains. They are all linked, but how did this happen? How do they keep communicating? What exactly does linking to such blockchains accomplish for them? To solve each of these issues, the relay chain and various additional parachains existing on the network will be presented. In my opinion, the Polkadot network actually acts as a hub and spoke system. For those who are unaware, this simply means that the Polkadot has a single core with a multitude of branches spreading out from it. The hub, or core, is the relay chain. The network's foundation is where all of the numerous parachains meet to establish consensus. As previously stated, Polkadot is a proof-of-stake blockchain that requires validating nodes, or anyone who wants to join the network to stake at least 10,000 DOT coins. DOT coins are the native tokens of the Polkadot network and function similarity to Ether on Ethereum. This ensures that those verifying the blockchain have an economic stake in it and will not try to undermine or cheat it. As a consequence, the relay chain is the point at which all of these validators come to an agreement. But if the goal of the Polkadot is to connect numerous blockchains and decentralized applications or dApps, how can these entities have their own individual rules and use cases? If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Here, parachains come into play. Parachains are the spokes in the previously stated hub and spoke concept. Regardless of the particular blockchain's use case, the pair of chains split and carry out their own tasks before returning to the relay chain to synchronize everything. Gavin Wood, the creator of Polkadot, compares this technique to working in an office. Each individual in an office will have a particular duty that they will do on their own. They will, however, meet or telephone each other on a regular basis to coordinate their work. To guarantee that everything is secure and synchronized, the parachains are simply timed to cross paths with the relay chain every now and again. Instead of having to safeguard your own network, acquire money, and deal with a slew of other issues, Polkadot is quite enticing due to the shared security. The Polkadot makes it easy to quickly and easily form parachains, reducing feedback loop time. As you can see, Polkadot is built to be open to new ideas and experimentation, making it incredibly robust and, in some ways, anti-fragile. The Treasury and its test network are two critical tools that allow Polkadot to change and adapt quickly and thoroughly. According to Gavin Wood, Kusama now enjoys turmoil and has a live fast, die young mindset. To disprove the misconception of crypto projects, blockchain projects often stress its dependability and security. Not because Polkadots are untrustworthy or dangerous, but because they recognize when and when experimentation and adaptation are necessary. Kusama is essentially a practice network. Several blockchain networks, in fact, provide comparable capabilities that allow users to test new ideas before they are incorporated on the public network. It's remarkable since the Polkadot test network, Kusama has genuine stakes. Even though the money and hazards are substantially smaller than in the actual Polkadot network, it gives a strong motivation for people to stop fooling about and instead complete real-world ready but possibly risky jobs. Kusama is more than just a junior varsity version of the varsity platform with Polkadots, because of its capacity to show what works and what doesn't. Finally, it has a significant influence on how the Polkadot network expands. Kusama is just a poked-on testnet. However, I may get in trouble with the engineers for saying that. Let us now discuss the Treasury. An official treasury is useful because it ensures that when you use the blockchain to conduct transactions, the fees generated benefit the network as a whole. This is particularly relevant now that we've mentioned treasuries as well as several other blockchain initiatives like Cardano. The funds might be utilized for a variety of purposes, including software development, security, community participation, and marketing. In principle, those who want to make changes may do so by making a deposit with Treasury cash. If the changes are approved, the money is repaid. They aim to demonstrate that they are a safe environment for experimentation, new ideas, interoperability, and growth. This new notion in the area of cryptocurrency seems to be the one that combines everything and really develops a broad, integrated crypto ecosystem. That may seem ludicrous, but that is the only way I can describe it. Personally, I'm curious to see how everything works out. We've reached the end of another video. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, do give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Thank you and goodbye.